All right. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the SHG podcast. The Spick, the Hick, and the prick. Fucking hell, dude. I'm beat today. But again, continuing with this discussion on COVID-19 and everything. And as we were talking about before, and Fred pointed out, like what else is there to talk about? You know what I mean? Like there's a few stories here, for example, one a Navy captain. I don't know if you guys heard about this shit. Navy captain that basically like they use the word leaked. I don't know why leaked is a word, but dude like let it be known that 100 plus of his sailors on his battleship or whatever had COVID, right? Coronavirus. And they fucking relieved him of his duty for that. They fired him for telling him. There's a video of him being, walking off the ship into his personal vehicle to go home, and they're chanting his name. Like, can you imagine? Like that dude probably like told or leaked it, whatever you want to call it, and just with his sailors in mind. That shit's fucking like for real.
Here's the thing with this though, man. I've been thinking about this a lot lately because a lot has come of the discussion of our government not doing enough in the beginning and not telling us what the truth was. And I think a lot of governments worldwide are doing that. Everybody seems to be kind of fudging the numbers and not saying exactly how many people got it, and probably because they don't have enough tests. But also, I think because they're trying not to freak us out, to be fair. And I mean, look at our country. Like, we're almost positive that the numbers they tell us are inaccurate. Like, it almost can't be. They don't have enough tests, and they have all the But look at us. We were talking just before we went live, Eddie. Toilet paper is still hard to find in most places. The food supply hasn't broke down yet, but like, and they're not even probably telling us the truth. So just to play devil's advocate, looking at it from their perspective, you almost, look, man, this thing, hypothetically, it might be January. Like we might be chalking up all 2020. This might be our world for the rest of this year. But can you imagine if the powers that be came out and actually said that? The shit's like look at how we act now. And they're like May. April, May, and we're like losing our shit. Imagine if they came out and was like, check this out, y'all. Ain't no summer this year. Ain't no Thanksgiving. Ain't no Christmas. Like, it's going to be 2021 before we do anything. I think we would all fucking, maybe not us collectively, but like everybody else would lose their shit, man. So it's a fine line. Like, how do you tell us what we need to know, what we should know, but then not cause the dummies amongst us to fucking go panic buy all the fucking goods?
Check this out. All right. See, my wife works at Walmart. Since all this shit been going on, I really haven't been in no big shopping centers, anything, couple stores here and there, but they have no meat. All right. No hamburger, no chicken, none of that shit. So we got a butcher shop probably an hour away from here. So I stopped on the way home from work today. Well, you got to sit in the road in a line before you get in the parking lot. Get in the parking lot, you get in the freaking store. It's a line to get in the store. Back where they keep the meat at, they keep everybody 6 feet back, one person at a time. Got to go get your meat, then the next person, then the next person, then the next person. But to be honest with you, I was in that bitch about to fucking freak out, man. It's the first time I've been around a bunch of people. People's got masks on. You walk near somebody, they fucking step back about 10 feet away from you. I felt like I had the Rona all over my ass, man. I was ready to get the fuck out of there, for real.
I wonder, like, is that because that's how we do it here? I'll go in a little steak ass Family Dollar and they got X's on the ground, 6 feet.
Yeah.
But I mean, in all reality, hey, we wandering all around this store, all by each other. I had this one dumbass hoe with her mop all up on my back. She wasn't nowhere near her fucking ex. Like, I mean, honestly, like, listen, I guess they're doing what they can, but at the end of the day, if you still got dummies in the over by the Fruit Loops fucking coughing on the Fruit Loop box and then fucking off to the next aisle. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still fucking probably, like, it almost seems a little, what's the word? Counterproductive or something. Like, you got them dumbass X's on the ground, but then how we know motherfucking Sally over here with the Ronies ain't in aisle 6 coughing all over everything.
Well, that's what my wife was freaking out about because she said she had to get in line when she got off work at Walmart. She got a few things. They, like you said, they got the X's where you fucking stand at. She said she had some dude breathing. She could feel his breath on her fucking neck. And she was like, if it happens one more time, she's going to flip the fuck out. I don't blame her. I would have done told dude, hey man, back the fuck up. What the fuck?
That's well, yeah. These X's ain't on the ground for aesthetic value, motherfucker. Like
Exactly.
nobody wants to deal with. And you know, man, the people that annoy me right now are the crybabies amongst us. Everybody bitching about, like, man, me too, motherfucker. Like, you think you're the only one that's missing out on a vacation or your daughter's graduation or your daughter's birthday or your son's, you know, what the fuck? Like, we're like all like, if you ain't got somebody that's fucking dead or sick or dying or suffering great physically, shut the fuck up. And I mean, listen, I say that with all the sympathy in the world, but like I said, we're all in that boat. Everybody planned on taking fucking vacations this summer after little punk ass kids got out of school, man. Shut up about it. Everybody collectively complaining is starting to bum me out, man. Like, it's time we all put our big girl panties on and realize that something fucking terrible happened and it's going to suck for all of us. I mean, I don't know how else you cut the fucking cake. It is what it is.
Fucking, you know, Pink, the singer, she tested positive for corona.
Jesus fucking Christ. Now, and you know, I've seen all these wild conspiracy theories start jumping out.
Yeah.
You see all the Illuminati are catching it because the good Lord, look, man, the reason that so many celebrities got it and so many politicians have it is because these cocksuckers are globetrotters. We sitting around, thank fucking God, not having it because we're stuck. We're broke little shitbirds stuck in our own little city. I know for sure me and Jeremiah don't be moving around that much. I know, Eddie, you be kind of fucking around on the West Coast a little bit, but I'd be right here in Dayton. I go to my little destinations once in a while for vacation, but other than that, I'd be stuck in my little shithole of a city, which seems to be a good thing for shit like this. All you motherfuckers to be globetrotting, Spain to China to this one to that one, all y'all motherfuckers getting sick because y'all be out there fucking floating around the planet, man.
My life hasn't changed much. I don't go nowhere any fucking way. I mean, you know, it really hasn't changed none for me. I'm just being a whole lot more careful, trying to be a whole lot cleaner and washing my hands and shit. But other than that,
I do gotta say, and don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna turn this into the MMA show, but since we're all here and there's a lot to talk about, boy, I miss the fights.
I do too.
Boy, I miss them. Like, God damn it. A Saturday night be lonely like a motherfucker around here now. Like, God damn, I done lost track of Saturday. Ain't special no more shit.
Bro, I fucking miss the hell out of the fights, dude.
All bullshit aside, just to get on a bit of a philosophical discussion, since we're just on a tangent tonight, that is true, man. The old saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Boy, that could not be more true. Because sometimes, remember the discussions we had just not long ago? It's like, there's just too many fights. We're just oversaturated with fights. Well, boy, it didn't take long for that pendulum to swing. And just all the normal shit, just like going out and having dinner. Tipping a bartender, those stank hoes. Usually they don't deserve that shit. But now it's like you fucking sit back and you're like, God damn, I wish I could go out and order a beer. Like, usually I don't even like a bunch of people and shit. But it's funny how fast you start to yearn for some of that shit. Like, just to be in a room full of strangers having a beer, it's going to be one thing I will say about this, man. And I won't say if we get through this, because we will get through this. Once we get through this, it might take 6 months or a year. It might be a wild ride. But once we get through this, the fucking camaraderie, and I'm sure that every nation has had this sort of thing where something terrible happened to them and then they came together. But the one thing that I know that we're all of age and we share as Americans that we went through was 9/11.
Yep.
Y'all remember what it was like the day after 9/11, the weeks after 9/11, how fucking united everything felt, how nice everybody was. Yeah. Boy, it's going to be like that on a global scale when we all get our football and our basketball and everybody gets their fucking restaurants. And I'm really looking forward and very interested in that. Yeah, I know the economy is going to be shit, but boy, them first few gatherings when a bunch of human beings get together for the first time after all this shit and we're all okay again, there's going to be an ocean of positivity. I feel like we're all going to be able to just be like, wow, we took shit like this for granted and it got snatched from us overnight, basically.
Yeah. All right. Let me catch up on some here. We have a bunch. ELC says, so Trump stopped 3 million from shipping masks. Masks from Canada. Maybe with Canadian supplies, they can't make them all at all without what? Oh, stop 3M. Sorry, 3M's a company. My bad. So Trump stopped 3M from shipping masks to Canada, made with Canadian supplies. They can't make them at all without that. Well, shit.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Trump's number one on Facebook. Like, Jesus, how stupid can you be? Seriously, Facebook can't be trusted. I know Trump's the one that said it. I was just joking. What's up, Dave Madden? What up?
That's wild though that he would do shit like that.
So,
I mean, I don't, I try not to run too crazy with these political stories because it's so hard to tell what's true, what's not. Don't get me fucking wrong. I'm in no way a Trump supporter, but it's just, if he did that, if all those are factual truths, he needs to knock it off. That's fucking bullshit. Canada is a fucking partner of ours. That we do business. That's like, you know what I'm saying, man? That's like if we're all in a gang and we're buddies and we're brothers, what the fuck, man? If something terrible happens, you don't fucking we can't be cutting off mass supply to fucking Canada. What the fuck, man? That's fucking bullshit. Like, we got to look out for them like they should be looking out for us. Like, we should be looking out for England. Like, this is what the fuck you have allies and a la friends for, man.
Right. No, I mean, look, the politicization, whatever, making everything political as far as like something like this goes. Everyone's just like, goes immediately for like people on Facebook and YouTube or not YouTube and like Twitter and shit. So I'm making it political. Motherfucker, the politician making it political. Okay, we start pointing fingers at everybody else and saying shit like I'm not taking responsibility. Like, bitch, you're the fucking the buck stops with you. What the fuck?
Didn't he say, talking about the ventilators to the New York hospital, that there's no way they need 30,000? Did y'all see that shit? He's like, you go in a hospital and you see 2 ventilators. There's no way they need 30,000. Well, I mean, what the fuck? It's not a regular day at the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
They're running out of everything.
I seen that, and it does make me think, like, what? Like, why? I try to make logistical sense of something, but it's like, why the fuck would you say that to them at a time like this? Like,
he don't think before he says stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He don't think even when he says shit, dude.
Let's
be real.
It's like, if the deal is there's only a certain amount of ventilators that the country has in general, and we can't send New York that many because then we won't have none for Montana and so on and so forth, then say that shit. Don't just be like, oh no, I don't believe y'all. We're gonna throw y'all like 10. Because you just look like a goddamn monster, dude. Not everything, but a lot of things that he said. Like, that some shit was finally like when he finally admitted, like, okay, these next couple weeks are gonna really suck. Like, finally said some shit that's true. You finally some shit's true. Because I mean, all this shit of like they don't need that many, or I give myself an 11 out of 10 or whatever the fuck on how I'm handling this shit and all this stuff, and no one could have seen this coming. Like, bitch, you're just piling on lies on top of that big ass one that you started this whole thing was calling it a hoax, and a bunch of people hang on to that stupid ass fucking like thought, and they keep going out and shit. What's up, Jeremiah?
I was gonna say, who the fuck is he to judge how many they need? If a fucking doctor at the hospital says we need so much of something, I mean, what the fuck?
Hey, I'm telling you, if that motherfucker catches the Rona, please believe how fast the ventilator gonna make it to the White House.
Oh hell yeah, we all gonna be on lockdown
so fast. That motherfucker don't give a shit about nobody else. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. When that dude got elected and everyone's just like, oh, he's gonna fight for us. I'm like, a billionaire is gonna fight for you. No. How would that make any whatever? We're not even gonna get into that. But I was never anti-Trump at all until his handling of this shit. Now I'm like, fuck that guy. All right, got some more comments here. I wonder if this time, Dave, what's up, Dave? I wonder if this time will help us all speak up a bit more. A lot of times we hold back because it may seem impolite. Fuck that. Yeah, dude, because that's one thing. I wonder, just like on that point, is this whole PC culture gonna take a hike? Shit, you know what I'm saying? I think that's like part of it, maybe.
I don't know, dude. I think it depends on how long this thing goes on for.
Right.
If it gets, that's why a weird part of me, I don't want to see a bunch of people die. But I almost want to see it go on long enough for there to be real change. It's almost like if you put your kid in their room, you can't let them out. You can't put them in the room for an hour and then let them out in 2 minutes because them little motherfuckers won't learn nothing. If we get out of this too fast and it's like, oh shit, we got the cure, baby. Never mind, going back to work. Like, if we're back to work by May, it ain't good enough. We need to be on the shelf till about July or August or September. Everybody needs to fucking chill and reflect and try to come out of it a bit more positive and understanding. But then again, this ain't no fucking movie and this ain't no utopia. And motherfuckers are gonna be trying to get money and get power and the whole most. It's probably gonna be a fucking shit show. So
well, and then people still got to pay their bills and shit, man. Like it's I understand that shit, but people are saying like, why I can't stay home? I got to pay my bills. Totally get it. I completely understand. Believe me. That being said, it's like I don't know. Our system is not our system or our society, whatever. Our way of living in America is not set up to do something like that. To just stay home and shit, and not work.
Okay, you asked me before we went on air. What's up over here? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rockingham County is like 5 minutes away from me. I can be in Rockingham County. I live in Stokes County. Okay, we had 2 cases in Rockingham County. Now it's at 4. When we first had 2 cases, one of them died. Out of the 2 cases, one of them died. Well, right here in Stokes County, Sandy Ridge is where them 2 dudes live. That's where I live at. We got 2 cases of it here in Sandy Ridge. Pine Hall Brick, I used to work there, and my father-in-law works there, but he's out injured right now. He hurt his foot. But a guy tested positive for it. He kept working and didn't tell nobody. Tested positive for it. That's what we was just now talking about. People's got to make a living. How many of these motherfuckers is not saying that they're sick and they gotta fucking work? Because I know a guy that got put out of work. He was a bouncer at clubs. He said he made like $700 every 2 weeks. Said he just got his first unemployment check and it was $58.
What the fuck?
2 weeks.
$58 is what he got on his first unemployment check. So what's the news on the stimulus shit? Has anybody heard? I don't even think it's real. Is it fucking real?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's real and it passed. I think it's $1,200 per tax-paying citizen, and then you get some bread per kid.
Bro, this stimulus bill is for everybody but us. Read the bill. It's fucking online, and there's like a breakdown of who gets how much money. It's fucking insanity. Some of these places get millions of dollars. You're just like, what the fuck does a museum right now need millions of dollars for? Like $25 million. For real.
Somebody was saying the unemployment is supposed to be like $600 a week. What the fuck? I want to take that. I want to take off work. I don't even make that already. What the fuck? You know? I don't know what to believe.
It's a nightmare, dude. I mean, just trying to shoot them a little bail, like it's probably just a logistical nightmare. Trying to figure out how to deal with this, where to allocate the fund. Because look, I will try to make the argument, and I don't even know how the stimulus bill works. But let me just try to just make a slight argument for. Look, I'm one of you shitbirds, right? Like we want more than the $1,200. We want the $2,000 a month. Excuse me. But, and don't get me wrong, let me also state up front that I realize a lot of these companies don't need all the money they're getting, and they're probably getting extra, and that's how this shit always works, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the people who work for these factories and for speedways, gas stations, restaurants, they're owned by these companies. Mm-hmm. If these companies fail, after this shit's done, you're talking about thousands of people that don't come back to a job. Mm-hmm. So, like, a lot of y'all like, fuck that, fuck big business. Like, for instance, I've got a lot of homeboys and friends, lady friends, that work in the restaurant industry, either as bartenders or servers or waitresses, whatever. A lot of those restaurants will be owned by one like big sort of company. You know what I mean? Like Red Lobster, fucking TJI Fridays, whatever the fuck. Like 5 or 6 of those chains will be owned by one company. If that fucking company goes under, all y'all ain't coming back to a job. And God forbid 2 or 3 companies like that go under. You're talking about every fucking Denny's in America, every Waffle House in America. That's a lot of fucking people that are employed. Now, again, I don't know the odds and ends. I'm sure people are being sneaky and getting more money than they need to, but just keep in mind, like the airports. Yeah, I get it. It's a shit show, but like a lot of fucking people work for them places. Delta employs a lot of cocksuckers, from the broads on the plane to the pilots to everybody that works in the fucking airport, the fucking custodians. Like, there's a lot of fuckers that, you can't just be like, well, let Delta fold. If Delta folds, thousands of jobs fold. Like, they need that bailout too. I mean, it's just a fucking shit show. It's a nightmare. That's why I was trying to make the point on the last podcast. Like, we just need to print up a bunch of money. Damn that inflation bullshit. Damn the global inflation. Like, the world needs to make a pact. Like, all right, look, everybody is kind of in the same boat. Like, let's all just agree on some astronomical number that we're allowed to print out so that nobody's global shit changes. But then again, I have to understand that's also me speaking as a first world American who doesn't want it to change. A lot of the other countries are world like, nah, fuck that. Let's just see how this plays out, motherfucker. Maybe y'all don't deserve to be number. And you know, China and Russia are sure enough like, fuck that. We ain't agreeing on nothing. Print as much of that bullshit as y'all want. But after this thing goes away, America ain't going to be the biggest dick in the room no more. It's going to be Vladimir Putin, Russia. And let me tell y'all something. For all y'all motherfuckers out there that hate America, that's what y'all don't want. Y'all better be fucking rooting for us to come out of this on top. What don't want is China or Russia taking our place as the number one fucking biggest superpower in the world. You see how shit works in China and Russia. All y'all motherfuckers out there, don't nobody really want that. I know America's politicians are a bunch of liars and they're full of shit, but let's keep it a bean. In Russia, if you fuck around, they'll fucking for real kill you. The bullshit, bullshit that we get away with saying about Trump, like, you for real could not. And in China, forget about it, bro. They will come to your house and fucking kill you if you disrespect their leader like that. That shit seems otherworldly to us, but that's real shit. We don't want that kind of shit running the planet, man. That could be fucking horrendous.
Haven't they already opened movie theaters back up in China? I heard that's what I heard anyway.
Let me tell you something about that too, goddamn. While I'm ranting, China's full of fucking shit.
Yeah, something's up with that bullshit.
I was thinking about this the other day. Okay, so the shit, and we'll get to it here in a moment, Jeremiah, your theory on it being a man-made virus as opposed to getting bit by a motherfucker eating a bat. Either way, let's just agree on the fact that it did actually start in Wuhan, China, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then it spreads across the fucking planet, literally, to every fucking where. Africa, Australia, fucking Europe, America, Canada, it's everywhere. Okay, cool. There is 1.5 billion people in China. I've only heard about the COVID being in like 4 different provinces in China. Now, I ain't the best at math or geography, but I'm assuming there's fucking 1,000 little provinces in China that I don't know the name of and I've never heard of that the COVID-19 virus has got to be running rampant in. No? Like, you mean to tell me that shit spread worldwide, but they kept it in 2 little small parts of China when it's 1 billion of them in a place the size of Texas? Man, get the fuck out of here. It's got to be all over China. There's no way it ain't, Jack. It's all over America. How the fuck could it not be all the fuck? And it's 1 billion of them. 1 bill 4. Like, fuck that. China's full of shit. They might have it in control in certain areas, but there's got to be smaller, impoverished villages where it's just running rampant. I could be wrong, but it seems like, is there any way that's not possible? How could we have this much of a shitstorm with it, and they contained it to 3 major cities in China, or 4 or 5 out of the 1,000 major cities they have over there?
They keeping that shit on the low because of the backlash that they already get.
I completely agree. Now the question is, how bad is it actually in China? I wish somebody could just, and here's the thing. They can't even have nobody keeping a buck with us because they'll get fucking killed. Like, China legit ain't playing with y'all. Them motherfuckers in China on the ground that could really, like our homie that got on here from Japan, there'll be none of that from China. There'll be none of that from China. Them motherfuckers will find their little IP address and fucking snuff them.
Dude, China has that thing where they have cameras that follow people around and shit, and we'll see them do social shit, and they'll be like, "Oh, you were mean to that person. Take it." Yeah. ELC says seriously stupid because USA can't make masks without us, so he just hurts the USA too. Yeah, well, think it isn't Trump's.
Stupid.
Yeah, Dave says, Andrew Cuomo makes it as far from political every day as the governor of
New York.
Yeah, but then Trump shits on him during daily peacocking. I mean, look, here's the thing. Trump is not an intelligent person.
No way.
He's just not, and he shows it every day. And people, defend him. Fair enough, defend him if you want to. I get it. Voted for him. You don't want to look or sound like a fucking moron, so you're just going to defend him and just double down. I get it. I wonder, me personally, I wonder how this thing, because we're watching how he's handling the shit out of this. I wonder how that's going to affect him come re-election time if we have an election. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's weird is, and you guys are going to get this totally, and any of y'all watching, which is probably a bunch of y'all watching that are MMA fans like us, but I'm going to make a comparison that I think is very fucking pertinent and true. Trump is acting very much with us in this situation like Dana White is with UFC 249.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's very much like, yo, Trump, just tell us we're fucked for a moment. Because we're already ready to like DW, tell us this fucking event's not happening. We know it's not happening, bro. So we're not going to be mad at you. Just tell us. It's like, Trump, stop fucking bullshitting us about May. Dog, we know how bad it is. Like, you don't gotta be worried about scaring us no more. We're already hip. The videos have come out in Italy. The videos have come out in Spain. Bro, like, we know that New York City is a fucking disaster. We know that California is getting locked down. Yep. We already know. We're not going to be mad at you, dude. Just go on and say, like, listen, it's going to get rough. We're going to make it. We are definitely going to make it, and we're going to be just fine, and we're going to get by, and the economy is going to boom, and so on. We're going to be the greatest. It's going to be the greatest, and all that bullshit. But it's going to be a rough fucking rough road to toe
for a while. It's going to be a minute. All right, here we go. So Dave says, dude on Rogan's show today was calling for civil unrest, which is horrifying because of how many people will watch that. Was he calling for it, Dave?
Eric Weinstein was getting a little cute with his mouth today. Just basically like Trump and them are being incompetent. And in times of incompetence, it calls for rebellion. It's time to basically riot in the streets, so to speak. But it's like, not the fuck yet. Again, I keep saying it. I feel like there's a short order of list. And you guys tell me if I'm wrong. I've been saying this to my friends. Let me see what you guys think about this. I feel like if these things stay intact, we're good. Top of the fucking list, water. As long as we all have running water still, even as long as your tap water, I know in Flint, Michigan, shout out to y'all. I know shit's rough there, but I got good tap water. Don't taste the greatest, but I will get by with it. It runs still. Long as we got water, top of the list, we're good. Right under that is fucking food. The local Kroger's has gotten a little light from time to time, which is very strange. That never happens. We don't run out of bread ever. We don't run out of meat. But a day or two later, the meat, the bread is replenished. That means that food trucks are still moving. That means we still have food for now. That is good. The third thing is fucking power. Now, this makes me nervous. I had a big fucking storm the other night, and the power got a little dicey. I'm like, fuck me. If we lose power, that could cause major fucking civil unrest. I don't think we will, and definitely not across the country.
Putting a strain on it already, though.
Exactly. Exactly. But for now, we're good. So fucking water, food, power. And then here's the fourth one that I find interesting, but honestly, very fucking serious. And ironically enough, I think Trump had said some other shit about getting rid of the drugs or something. But drugs. And I'm not being funny, I'm being sincere. There's a lot of heroin addicts and there's a lot of meth addicts in this country. They need their dope. We need them pacified and in the house. Because honestly, listen, junkies, if they don't get, like, it's going to be a long time before men like us loot because we're running out of food for our family.
It's last resort. You know?
Exactly. It's going to be a long time before gentlemen like us are on the street. You know, that's last resort. With those fucking junkies, if we run out of heroin and coke and meth and crack, they're the first ones that are going to sneak through your window. So I think it's right up there with a necessity that those sort of things, just like booze, you kind of need to keep the liquor stores open because if you shut them down, you're talking about millions of alcoholics that are going to get sick. They're going to need to go to the hospital. And we all know what kind of a shit show that can be if everybody there's got the fucking COVID virus. So it's a strange thing, but it's like, right now, the police probably need to let that war on drugs ease the fuck up for a minute. Let motherfuckers get their dope. Let them get their crack. Let them get their fucking tequila and their whiskey. Hopefully they pacify themselves in the house until we get a hang on this thing. But if we keep those things coming, I don't think we'll see people in the streets with guns. I don't think it will get bad. Now, if one of those fucking things lack up, if all of a sudden we ain't got no heroin or no water or no food across this fucking country, that's when the cute cocksuckers and the guns come out, and that's when it's God for fucking bid. That's what that's the worst case scenario that nobody fucking wants. And let me tell you something: all you other countries out there don't want that. We all start shooting each other, and our economy for real bottoms out.
You're next.
You got it. That's the world's economy, low key. Like, China, again, go back to what I said earlier. China and Russia is not going to save y'all. Y'all better, the rest of y'all want us to win this one. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, and the thing is, too, is like, I don't know. This whole fucking thing is insane. I mean, look, I'm going to say this right now. I really, really highly doubt to that point. Highly doubtable. That we're to the point where we're on the street fucking guns and shit, trying to figure shit out. But, it's a possibility. This sounds like a goddamn movie we're talking about. They don't even sound. This doesn't even sound real.
I was going to ask y'all, do y'all own guns? I'm the hick. Yeah. I own fucking guns. Like, me and my wife was talking about this the other night.
Yeah,
we've took a lot of precautions as far as food wise. I got 2 spare bedrooms here at my house that, Lord forbid, will be a quarantine room. One of them. We're really taking these fucking steps. It's crazy, like you said. It's like we're living a fucking movie, and it's hard to believe that we actually have to do this shit. But I got 5 guns. I haven't bought no bullets. I was thinking, you
might want to.
Might be something I need to get, and it's no bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like Fred said, somebody come in this motherfucker trying to take what's mine while my family's here. I hunt animals. I will kill shit. I will fucking kill your ass quickly. Bro, I hate to be like that, but it's just gonna be what it is.
I'm a Mexican in Arizona. All right, if you have that right to own guns, goddamn it, do it.
Hell yeah.
All right, surrounded by a bunch of crazy motherfuckers out here in the first place. So of course I own guns like a motherfucker. And I didn't hoard bullets like crazy, but believe me, I made sure I was stocked the fuck up. I'm not playing out here.
I don't have enough.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And they ran out for a long time. They just now started like stocking back up, and I actually ordered a bunch online and shit that's coming and shit. Like, I was not playing with that shit. But all that being said, we're not hoarding shit anyway. Like, we have plenty of food for like a month. Like, we normally have for like 2 weeks, right? Because we don't like to go shopping that much. We push it up to like a month just in case. But as far as like a fucking what do you call it, the quarantine room or whatever, this is it. You know why? Because I'm the only one that goes outside.
Yeah,
man. If I catch some shit, I'm the only one that has to be quarantined, really. So the podcast, I got my laptop right here. I could talk. I could do if I get quarantined because I get sick. Shit, believe me, I'll be doing 24-hour fucking streams and shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, I just have to bring a TV in here for sure.
Actually, yeah, it's an old broken down. I live in a trailer, Jack, and there's a broken down trailer next to me that I already paid a lot rent on, so that I get they fucking parking spots. Worst comes to worst, I'll get the fucking electric hook up there. I'll quarantine myself over there. But my first fucking option is going to the hospital, refusing to leave.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can't send me to jail now. I was like, fuck that. I want a room. What you mean?
Let me get some of that chloroquine shit.
Yeah. Self-quarantine my ass. Get me the oxygen mask. I ain't going to goddamn place.
Do y'all have any cases near y'all? We was talking off air about.
Ooh, yeah.
I got, let's see, 1, 2. I got 3 cases that I can drive either way and be at their fucking houses in 10, 15 minutes.
I mean, you live in like a rural area, right? Like,
yeah,
I live
in the fucking country, man.
Yeah. If y'all get bad fucking cases, your hospitals are getting run over. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, starting to get scared.
Yeah, no, I don't forget too much. But I live in Phoenix, so I mean, we're talking a major American city. You know what I mean? People think we're so small, we're not. Fucking go out. Just look it up.
Huge,
but yeah, there's like over, like, I think the numbers are like over 1,200 now cases here, and we've had like 50 people die. You know, it's like I was surprised it was that low as far as deaths go. We have a lot of old ass people here, you know, but it's still, it wasn't until today, literally like hours ago, that this sack of shit, sorry excuse for a fucking governor, coward piece of shit. I can't stand this motherfucker. By the way, at the end of the day, he got elected. Fuck this guy. But this dude, Doug Ducey, finally shut down barbershops, salon. He's a douchebag, dude. Fuck him. I can say that because I met him. Fuck him. Fuck you, Ducey. I remember you, bitch. But he finally shut down barbershops and salons and that stuff. Oh, but they don't shut down until tomorrow at 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just like, it's just so backwards how this is getting handled. It's being handled kind of politically too. It's like, dude, it doesn't fucking matter that the blue team's doing differently. This is not about you and your team, asshole. You know, but that's fucking hard to do. Here we go. Brian says my daughter's mom and one of my brothers tested positive. God damn, dude.
Sorry to hear that.
Hey, dude,
I want to get in. I want to get into this. We haven't got into it yet on all 3 episodes, and I want to get everybody that's in the comment section in on it too. Like Fred was saying, let's go ahead and open that fucking can of worms, man.
Yeah.
You actually believe that a bat, a dude ate a fucking bat, one bat had enough of this coronavirus in that motherfucker, gave it to one man, and now the whole fucking world has it. One man in Wuhan, fucking China. I can't believe that. There's no way.
I do believe that, but I tell you what, I believe it. I've seen different fucking, experts or whatever talk about how it's possible and how it can mutate fast and do this sort of thing. Now, I'm also willing to believe that it could have been man-made, but
that's a trip.
Only under the pretense that it was an accident. I don't think it was a plan from some
biological weapon.
Yeah, I feel like they work on these sort of things to find cures for them. There are labs, and that maybe the shit could have infected a human, and then they wouldn't infected people. Like I'm open to that. I mean, who the fuck knows at that point, right? It very well could have been something like that. Then the company don't want to get sued. They don't want to get killed by the fucking whole Chinese government, so they blame it on a bat. So yeah, maybe, but at that point, it doesn't really change the narrative too much. Like whether it was somebody eating a bat or whether it was some military experiment gone wrong, either way, I think now it's out of control and China and everybody's still shitting their panties going, fuck me. Now there might be a blame game going on behind closed doors, like fuck this. You know what I mean? Like the politicians might know, fuck that bat bullshit. We know that it was that facility in Wuhan. We knew what the fuck y'all was doing there. We do the same thing, so we know the hazards of what could go wrong. It might be that sort of vibe, but either way, we're still in the same fucking boat. The crazy conspiracy theories are what kill me with the 5G.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing about the conspiracies. I read conspiracy theories all the time for fun because I don't believe them. And this one I don't believe either. The 5G thing and the whole it's a biological weapon by China and they're trying to bring the population down and it got out of hand, whatever. But here's what made me think twice about the bat thing is that they blame it on the bat, but they opened those wet markets back up. Exactly. Fucking things are open again. Okay.
Exactly.
You telling me that if a bat getting eaten started this whole fucking coronavirus thing, okay, and you're China, you're gonna just let those fucking markets open back up? Like you're just gonna let it happen? What the fuck are we talking about here? You know what I mean? That's the only reason why I don't believe the bat thing. I'm like, all right, motherfuckers, like you fed us this bat bullshit, but you're letting him open the stupid markets back up. What are you talking about?
See, this is the problem with it's a strange thing, man. It seems like every great thing in life comes with a yin and a yang, a pro and a con, right?
Sure.
Like fire was the greatest thing in the world, but it could also fucking burn you up and kill you. I feel like this overload of information that we get these days is the greatest thing in the world because on one hand, any question we have, we can Google and get mostly a right answer for. But in times like this, there are so many fucking quote unquote facts going around. I mean, listen, and I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not saying, but how the fuck do we know what's open in Wuhan, China? I don't know one time. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I heard that they were open too. But it's like, I almost don't know what the fuck to believe. China says they pretty much eradicated the problem. I sure as fuck don't believe that. Did the markets open? Did they open in the same way? Did they maybe try to be like, what happened? Let's prevent those animals from being around one another. It's so hard to tell what the actual truth is anymore with these fucking things. That's what's kind of frustrating about shit. It's like fucking, I don't want to say it's like all fake news, but like low key, it'd be a lot of fucking fake news out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
What's up?
I would like to hear what Eddie Bravo has to say about this.
Eddie Bravo, you know what? I'm a fan of Eddie Bravo because of jiu-jitsu and all the crazy shit he says. She says, but sometimes I'm like, all right, dude, this is the time when you shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
We don't need your bullshit right now, dude. Just chill the fuck out. What up? Oh, Fangs, what's up, dude? You were on the Facebook a second ago. All right, well, I get it. That's when FB YouTube gets better attention. God damn it, Kirby, you have to mention Flint and my water problems. He lives in Flint. So.
Well,
It's true.
That's fucking bullshit. And we won't get into it right now. But before we end the podcast, prevention. We need to learn something from this. Or you know what? Fuck it. I will get into it right now. Right. I tell you what, dude. Listen, and I've been saying this a lot lately too. I've been talking about, obviously, I don't know about y'all, but obviously every fucking friend I have, everybody I see, this is the only thing that anybody talks about for anybody I fucking see for the most part. Mm-hmm. Understandably. There was a time right after what was it, Pearl Harbor, right?
Right.
There was a saying going around like the Japanese fucking bombed Pearl Harbor and then we fucking leveled Hiroshima. And we were saying they awakened the sleeping giant. Mm-hmm. Well, on some positive fucking optimistic shit, I was thinking about that in reference to this virus, right? Like, and obviously it being bigger than America, this virus done fucked up. It's got the whole human species on its ass. And luckily for us, there are human beings that operate differently. Mm-hmm. Real scientists, real politicians, because they do exist, real doctors, real public health officials, people that actually dedicate their life to this shit. Wi-Fi still up and running, baby. So these motherfuckers are waking up fucking sun up to sundown, working on everything from trying to, figure out how to operate the hospitals better, what to do, studying the virus, studying a cure. Like, we are on this shit, which means this virus will get eradicated. Like, it awoke a sleeping giant. I mean, the human race, like, it united us unlike anything possibly could have. So, like, this shit is going to get solved to for sure. It's just going to take us. Listen, it caught us with our pants down. But now, as the weeks go on, and we will be making these fucking innovations in America because we do that well. Like, it's easy to make fun of Americans, but watch how we about to get down. Watch what we do with this shit. And then right now, hospitals are being overwhelmed. We're overwhelmed. Trump out there shooting off bullshit. But right now, the smart ones amongst us are figuring it out. And like fucking Bill Belichick and the fucking Patriots heyday, that cheating cocksucker, they're coming up with a fucking mastermind game plan to attack the shit out of this disease on all levels. All we got to do is just sit our dumbasses in the house and let these fucking geniuses and these heroes do their job and get to work. Like, we're going to get to work, dog. Watch what we're doing in a month. Give us 3. We might not be through this in 3 months, but we're going to be kicking this disease's ass at that point.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Here's my new hypothesis I come up with today. I figured it out. I watched the movie Prometheus. Have you ever seen that movie? It's the fucking aliens, man. It's the fucking aliens.
The aliens.
What better way for world domination, man?
I don't know. If I wasn't, what?
I was going to say, it is a bit like a little tiny alien. It's like a tiny alien came down because it's this thing that like we all are afraid of. Nobody can really see it. It's this microscopic alien organism that is just fucking putting in work on the human race right now.
Y'all ever watch that Ancient Aliens, the show on Discovery Channel?
Oh yeah.
Man, that's my shit, boy.
Every time I watched it, I wasn't sober, so I just kind of just laughing at shit.
Listen,
man.
If it's
fucking aliens,
and the aliens are watching, yo, we need some fucking help down here.
Lighten up, man. Lighten up.
Hey, here's the thing about that shit, though. I don't know. I feel like if aliens actually came to visit the planet and they saw, like, a bunch of us are staying home trying to, get this shit right. And then a bunch of us are fucking going to the beach and hanging out and then flying out to different parts of the country and infecting everybody. If I was an alien, you dumb motherfuckers, I would hit the red button, blow this bitch up. Oh, yeah. Nope, reset. You guys aren't worth it.
Since we're all MMA fans, I got a cool alien story. When I interviewed Matt Brown, he's an intense fucking dude.
He believes like a motherfucker.
We was talking about aliens, and he was like, Matt is an intense motherfucker, man. You don't know how to take him, son. And he was like, yeah, I believe in fucking aliens. There could be a fucking alien on my fucking wall right now, like a fucking fly, man. It was just funny as hell.
You know what? Matt Brown's one of those guys I would love to hang out with and have a beer with, but I wouldn't want him to get drunk and out of control because I'm only a blue belt. I can only handle it for so long before he's whooped my ass, dude.
Me and Matt Brown would get in a fight.
Okay, there you go.
I actually got in a fight with a dude named Matt Brown.
No, there you go. Shit, dude.
For real, in real life.
Dave says you can't get a gun in California if you wanted one because they're not essential anymore, apparently. Oh, they should on the gun? Oh, I read about that. So, and Dave, anyone in California, update us on this. But I remember I read that, they closed them down, and then the NRA sued to open them back up, calling them essential. Now, I'm in Arizona, baby. I'm in the Wild West. Nothing is more essential than guns. So those fuckers are wide open.
You know what? This is a very interesting comment. I'm glad Dave brought that up because I tell you what, they don't make them too much more liberal than me, but I don't agree with that. You should have a right to have a pistol to protect yourself. At this point in the game, I would dare I say that gun stores are essential right now. I mean, I don't think you should be able to come in and hoard shit and they shouldn't be selling you fucking assault rifles. But you should have a right to a 9mm. I mean, what the fuck? If everybody else, if all the rest of these goddamn wild animals are going to have one, you should be able to have one. The good guys should be able to. The single mom who's at home with fucking 3 kids should be able to have one in case one of these fucking creatures decide to sneak through their window at night and they get their fucking brains blown.
Bro, I got handguns, rifles, shotguns. I ain't fucking playing, dude. I'm surrounded by white people. So
I tell you what, another thing that I really highly recommend, I'm pretty sure that, I know for a fact that all 3 of us have a fucking dog.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
A couple of them if you can. I got a Mel Rottweiler. I know what's that big son of a bitch you got? Frank the Tank or Hank the Tank?
Hank the Tank.
Hank the Tank.
What is
French Mastiff. French Mastiff.
See, I'm trying to get an English one.
De Bordeaux. You know, what's the movie Turner and Hooch?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I want to get maybe next year. I got a few things going down soon, but maybe next year we're gonna get an English Mastiff just because those things are fucking huge, and I love big ass dogs. But right now I got a pit bull and a husky. Like, let's go, bitch! And these fuckers attack the door when the Amazon man comes up.
Right.
So
and honestly, you're almost just having a dog to aware you. Their ear
make noise
and their nose. Dogs are fun. And dogs, you know what I love about dogs is they don't cur up. A dog don't know no fear. A dog, I don't give a fuck if John Jones and 4 more just like him fucking came rolling through the door. Your dog will bite the dog shit out of them. They don't give a fuck how tough of a human being that is. They don't give a shit about them tattoos or that gun or nothing. A dog that fucking cares about your family will bite the fuck out of you.
Fuck it, whoever.
Hank, my dog slept in my son's room last night and I had the door shut. I had to wake him up this morning because he had an online test. But he wasn't going to let me in the fucking door until he seen it was me. He was fucking going nuts, man. I had to tell him, I said, Hank, it's me, motherfucker.
Jeez, that's a good dog, though. Damien says, this is from Facebook. It's not really it's really not that serious in my opinion. The number of people infected, just not just dead, compared to the over 300 million people in the country is around 0.2%. Obesity killed 300,000 in the country last year, the entire year.
A year, though, yeah.
It took a year. I don't know how long we've been taking numbers on this shit, but it hasn't been that long. But nobody's freaking out about that. The one selling the fear, the same one selling the pill. No, we're not Alex Jones, Damien. Okay, Alex Jones is the one selling the fear and then selling you the fucking cure for it, shit like that. But I get what he's saying.
And the low percentage, my argument is the low.
They're not comparable.
No, because you got billions of people. Yeah, the percentage of death is low. Compared to billions of fucking people, there's still a lot of motherfuckers dead. You know what I'm saying? What we're up to, like 50,000 people dead in a few months
in the world. Yeah,
obesity's been building for fucking decades. The fucking COVID virus started like fucking 6.5 days ago. And let me tell you something. Here's the thing, man. For me, in my opinion, when you want to figure out what the fuck is going on in life, you follow the money, right?
Oh yeah.
Right now, who the fuck is making money? The fucking Lysol people,
grocery stores,
Walmart,
and even then, people aren't buying steadily like you want them to. They're buying in bulk and then they're disappearing to their cave. This is not nowhere near a healthy economy. And even if it were, like right now, right, the idea that somebody is sitting around wanting this to happen, they can't even enjoy their money. Like, let's say the Illuminati was real. What the fuck are they doing? You want to know how I know for sure that this isn't just some fucking scam? Let me tell you something. Open up Vegas. Anybody. Nobody on this fucking planet can open a casino in Vegas right now. I don't give a shit how much money you got, how much power you got, how bad you want to do anything. You're not opening it, period. Like the world has shut shit down. Right. They're not eating all this money to be overblown. Like clearly these motherfuckers understand the importance of that. That's why they're eating these dollars up front. Billions, trillions of dollars. Like this is fucking horrendous for business, but that's how you know it's real. These fuckers ain't surrendering these industries over the flu, man.
Right. Let me keep catching up on these comments here. Dave, man, I'm learning how to cook meth in my bathtub for those in need. This guy.
Hey, he does look like that fucking guy over here.
How much is unemployment in the States? I don't know how they figure it out.
Make. It's based on how much you make a week. It's a percentage or whatever.
Yeah, right. I'm not. I've never filed, so
I think it's like somewhere between 60% of whatever you were making before, give or take.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense. Let's see. We got a shitload. All right, I'm gonna keep moving here. Sorry if I skipped your shit. Resend it if you want. All right. Jesus Christ, is a shitload. I'm not even kidding. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can't believe rich old people created a virus that kills old people. Well, true.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I definitely not on fucking purpose. Like, I believe that they could have done it on accident, and then shit got out of hand. You know, like Planet of the Apes type shit. Then
shit. Old people's dying, but young people are dying too. Like I said, my buddy I used to work with, he's 55. He's pulling out of it. His fever has dropped, but like I said, his pastor's son is 30 years old, fighting for his life on a respirator, and they said he might not make it. And they said he's healthy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's crazy. People.
Now, I read about this event 201 thing, but I didn't delve into it too much. I don't know, Jeremiah, if you did, but Damien says, look up event 201. The virus released in Hong Kong in 2003. In 06, the U.S. issues a patent for a SARS coronavirus. And again, in 2012, there was a patent issued in Europe for a vaccine for said corona. There's a bunch. Corona, COVID-19 is a specific one, right?
That's why they call it 19, right? Like,
there's a bunch of other ones.
It's just first 18 to be cute. I think it's because there was 8. It probably goes up to COVID 30 fucking thousand, whatever the fuck. Like, I think it's like all these fucking people are like, I had coronavirus in November, December. I was so sick. Burger. Mm-hmm. You didn't have this one. You didn't have the one that if you fucking sneeze, everybody in the room gets it. God
I was gonna say, did y'all watch the video I shared of the guy that has it? Well, he had it and he's getting better now. Okay, he says it's tricky. He says it'll kind of play mind games with you. The virus. He says when you lay down, you feel better. You feel like you're getting better, but you're actually getting worse because it's turning your lungs to glass. It crystallizes your lungs. He says the best thing to do is get up and move around. That makes you feel even worse. You get a pounding headache, you get a pain in your neck, you puke. But they said that's good for you. You got to puke and build your immune system. When you lay down, you feel good, but it's actually the worst thing you could do.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
God damn,
it plays mind games with you.
If I get sick, I'm taking my ass to the fucking hospital with a treadmill, dog. Fuck that. Let me walk.
He said it's bad, man. He said he's healthy as fuck, and he said he's never in his life felt anything like it.
Right, what?
I'm staying at the house, man. I'm not fucking with y'all. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
That's just
the way he described it. It's fucking horrifying.
Yeah. That sounds fucking horrifying. All right, Damien says it's a way of calling the population and a kickstart to economy. 1, people freaked out and spent a shit ton of money. 2, when these curfews and restrictions are lifted, people will again spend a shit ton of money. They don't got a lot of money to spend, man. At least at that point they probably won't. $200 doesn't do shit. Brian says, think about this: we have $2 trillion we can access. No hell no. But if all the old people on Social Security and sick people with Medicare and disability, etc., that $2 trillion will be made up quickly in the next few years. I mean, look, what do they call it? Social Security. That was the thing when people died 2 years after they fucking retired. Not everyone lives forever. So I mean, that you can think about that. Ashley says, "Oh, what's up, Ash?" Says, "I agree with Fred. They may have reopened, but we don't have their monitored better now." Talking about the wet markets.
We don't know.
Wet market.
Let's see what else we got.
I mean, listen,
fucking dogs.
At the end of the day, do y'all think that the Spanish flu and the Black Plague weren't real? This shit has literally happened to us twice before.
Yeah.
Like, it's really not that hard to believe that the bullshit happened again.
Right. Brian says virus is only the beginning. If this is COVID-19, that means there are 18 other viruses. So think of how many combinations of that 1 to 19 that can create a new virus. Virus can just mutate, so it's never gonna fucking.
And again, we will find a cure. We'll find a cure all. We'll find a cure that will fucking destroy all of them. Like we're going to be all right. Listen, let me tell you something. For all y'all out there that think there ain't a cure for AIDS, newsflash, you're dummies. There is. Magic Johnson flat proved it.
How's he still alive?
AIDS when I was 9 years old. He's healthy as a horse. Bullshit. They most certainly do. Like, AIDS don't even kill you no more. Like, nobody. When's the last time a motherfucker died from AIDS? They be catching it, but they don't be dying from it no more.
Shit, man. Fangs says, got all this virus shit going on. We can't even use our tap water. He lives in fucking Flint, dude.
That's fucking bullshit. Like, that is ridiculous.
Davey said Jeremiah sounds like a raspy Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Fucking
I didn't say that. I didn't say that comment.
Brian says, you're right. My daughter's mom had to go to emergency and the doctor sent her home because blood work came back and she didn't have a type of protein in her blood that the people that are getting really sick and dying have. Huh.
See, I don't know nothing about that, but I feel like we don't know a shitload about this virus yet, but I do feel like day by day, week by week, these smart motherfuckers will figure it out. And then, a month later, a month from now, rather, this conversation looks a lot different. And I think we're going to start understanding it a lot better and really knowing how, and kind of killing a lot of the myths and rumors and actually figuring out what to do with it.
Right. Ashley goes, this is the most American thing ever. Ash is in the UK, so yeah.
America.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Damon says Arizona. Sir, if you enjoy guns, come to the Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. Who knows? Look, as soon as I can, I'm trying to get to Nashville. I heard it was dope as fuck. I heard Nashville's dope. I heard Memphis is dope, and I want to go check out both spots. I don't know how close that is to the fucking mountains, but chill. I'd be down. Raider says I got a Chihuahua. Look, Chihuahuas don't barking though. Those motherfuckers will bite too. They don't give a fuck.
Oh hell yeah! If you put the heart of a Chihuahua in a fucking big ass dog,
it's fucking on.
Well, and they can serve their purpose in just alarming you, letting you know that's vital. Them sneaky motherfuckers that like, if I'm awake, come get some. What scares me is the motherfucker you catch me while I'm asleep. Anybody get caught there asleep, you shoot me, hit me with a baseball bat while I'm sleeping, you got me. But like a dog waking you up when this motherfucker's trying to jimmy through the back door and then you get thunderstruck with the baseball bat, it's a different scenario.
Yeah. Dude, fucking I remember there was like, our neighbors across the street, fuck them. But they had people over and then there was like, I don't know how many people there were. They weren't like more than 10, but they were being loud as shit. And around like 2 a.m, like 2 of them were kind of drunk and they were like sitting in the middle of the street. And my pit bull, I woke up because my husky woke me up. It comes up, he like paws up, wake my ass up. I get up and I look over and my pit bull, ears up, hair standing, fucking tail pointing straight up, growling at the door. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I have this Ring app, the doorbell, so I open up on my phone, and these 2 motherfuckers are walking like on my front like yard. And my dog's just like, I hope you pass the fucking line. So there's a weird certain line coming up to my front door. If you get across that line, people wants to kill you. One of those motherfuckers got 1 foot. I watched it on the camera. 1 foot over the line, and my pit bull jumps at the door and starts barking her ass off. This fucker hears her, and he runs for it. And I'm like, good girl. I gave her a big fucking steak that night. And the next night, fucking, I was like, no, you earned this shit. Here you go. Like, fucking hell.
It's a very good first line of defense.
Hell yeah. It scares the shit out of them and it wakes you the fuck up. Dude, like my husky woke me up. I'm not saying that I sleep with a shotgun nearby, but I sleep with a shotgun nearby. So I grabbed that bitch and like, what the fuck?
You know what? I'm fucking gonna get a goddamn samurai sword.
There you go.
On some Kill Bill shit. I stay in a pretty small place, so the area is nice and confined. Yeah, Jack. Gun ain't gonna help you if I put the motherfucking katana to your hand.
That's
Damon
why
says,
I got this dog.
Damon says, I got a guard cat I put money on. I legit got her to where now she runs up on the door as soon as she hears the doorknob. There you go.
You fuck with me, I'm gonna be the new Tiger King around this motherfucker. Minus the
I was about to say that. I was about to say that.
Minus the meth of my husband, we'll get a goddamn tiger, Jack. We'll be good.
Yeah, I need a mean ELC says you don't need a mean dog. The suckiest dogs will protect you when it's time. You never need to see it. It's there. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, here we go.
you just need a dog.
Yeah. Brian says, I just learned the other day that dogs don't have perception of their size. They have no idea how big they are. That fucking explains chihuahuas.
Yeah, my dog thinks he's a fucking chihuahua crawling up in your lap and shit. 120
Dude,
pounds.
my fucking
like damn.
My pit bull was like 65 pounds, 70 pounds, and she climbed on top of me the other night when I was sleeping, right on my chest, and I'm like having trouble breathing. I thought I had the Rona for a second, like in my sleep. I woke up, this big bitch is on top of me. I'm like, get the fuck off me! What the hell? Like, for real.
It's also why they have no fear, though. It's also why they have no fear. They're so loyal. They're like, they don't give a shit how big that other thing is, Jack. A dog, you better not be fucking with a dog's food or it's people, or it'll bite the shit out of you.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, Brian, dude. Yeah.
Brian,
real quick. Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out, Brian, dude. Shout out to your daughter's mom and everyone else that you know affected, man. Hopefully they get better soon. Andy says Montana had 10,000 tests and a little over 200 positive cases and only 20 hospitalized. As Americans, to not waste tests because we sneezed once. That's true, and most places will not test you, on stuff like that, right? I mean, like, I had a cough. Like, ooh, you need more than that.
Y'all are not gonna have to waste the test on Daddy Fred. The only way I'm doing that test is if I'm 98% sure I got the Ronies. Yeah. I'll have to be at the hospital on my deathbed before I take that motherfucking test.
Yo, David's like Magic Johnson, the only man that ever AIDS and gained weight. That's so true.
True, it is true.
It's so true.
He didn't skip a beat with fucking AIDS. AIDS didn't do shit to MJ.
Yeah,
they said though, if you wake up in the morning, hold your breath. If you can do it for 10 to 20 seconds, you ain't got the Rona.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
I've heard that as well. Just like, at least if you do have it, it's not bad or nothing. Like if you have you had a bad case of it, you'll be coughing and it'll hurt by then.
If you catch it early, they said you can beat it because it stays in your throat for 3 days before it enters your lungs. They said drink plenty of hot liquids, gargle hot water and vinegar, mouthwash. Don't drink no cold liquids like drink coffee and shit. And they said you can beat the shit if you catch it early enough.
That's what they say, man.
I tell you what, I've been pounding fucking anti-immune vitamins, vitamin C, like that sort of shit that boosts your immune system. Hey, it can't hurt you. You ain't gonna OD on vitamin C, Jack.
He's gonna piss on a lot of. Yeah, he's gonna have some expensive fucking piss because they can only take so much at a time. Mm-hmm. But I get what you're saying. I'm doing it too, man. I take it every morning.
Listen, let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you a little story. Vitamin C is legit, and I'll tell you how I know that to be an absolute scientific fact. When I was a kid, my parents used to do a drug called PCP. T was kind of angel dust. It would fucking put them in what they would call the ozone, which would basically be like a drunk as fuck sort of buzz, or like they took like 35 Xanaxes. Like they'd be like barely able to move. Now, I knew this as a young kid, and when they would get real bad, I would take vitamin C tablets, and I would crush them up with a spoon like Coke, and I would get a big fucking thing of orange juice, and I would mix the vitamin C tablets in with the orange juice, and I would make them drink it, and it would literally kick in their immune system enough to where it would bring them down just a little bit to where they could actually make sentences again and make me some goddamn French fries. Like, vitamin C in high dosages. I think you've even seen doctors talk about they've been treating it like this, like super fucking high. Like, like I said it kind of jokingly, but on some real shit. If you've got vitamin C, if you've got fucking tablets, don't be an asshole. Don't go take 300 of them and then say Daddy Fred told you to kill yourself. But taking 3, 4, 5 vitamin C fucking vitamins a day would not hurt nothing at all.
Sunlight, plenty of sunlight.
That's what they're saying. Again, a lot of this shit is what they're saying, and like it's starting to get hot in Arizona. So people in Arizona are like, "Oh, we're gonna be fine." There's no evidence that this virus hates the heat. There's zero evidence of that shit. Cut it out.
Well, they said that 80-degree temperature, at least 80-degree temperature, kills it. So maybe hell, I hope to God that's fucking true. Summertime right around the corner, man. Let's get it.
See, but I think they're just trying to give people hope. So
yeah. They gave me fucking hope. It worked.
Well, but it's in Iran. It's in over
Iran. Yeah, hot as fuck over there. California, fucking hot as hell. California,
Florida. Right. Like, is it maybe there's just different strands or something that would be more? I don't know. Because I was saying, I thought was Iran's high on the list of where it's a shit show at. They were, bro. This thing is so crazy though. They were digging mass graves, just trenches, and throwing the bodies in. Like it's been
Iran.
Yeah, that's what they were doing with their dead, and I ain't even necessarily hating on them for it. It's just like they probably don't know what we're using fucking refrigerated semis. That's what they're doing with some of the hospitals in New York for all the dead bodies, man.
Not even getting funerals, man. They said they're not even getting funerals for a lot of them.
They can't.
I read
they're also contagious and shit.
Yeah.
So I read a story literally right before, maybe right before the show started, that in Ecuador they don't have room for bodies. Bodies are being left on the street, like on the side of the street, like on the fucking like sidewalk.
And one would imagine they're still fucking contagious or something at that point. I mean, I don't know much about something, but like I can imagine that can't be extremely safe. Just having motherfuckers that died of the Ronies just fucking decaying by the fucking side of the sidewalk.
Oh, no, man.
And yeah, like I think about that too, dude. As bad as it is here, the third world countries have got to be just in fucking terrible shape right now with all this shit, dude. This is fucking. You think it's a shit show here? It's got to be fucking chaos there.
Right. All right. So this is the map that I found. I found another. I tried to find it on Fox. They don't fucking have it anywhere that I can find it. Maybe I looked in the wrong place. I went to CNN, and they have a map of what the U.S. looks like as far as cases go. As you can see, like the East Coast is the one getting super fucked right now.
God,
like
damn.
New York, that area, Boston area, and everything.
Yay.
Then you scoot over to Michigan, Illinois. The southern states, these like idiots over here that went to fucking spring break. Louisiana has become like the next, fucking hub of it. Texas, for as big as Texas is not as bad as some other spots. Arizona's like surprisingly okay. California's just fucking huge. So, meanwhile, Alaska's over here like, we got like 5 people, and Hawaii's got a bunch. But
what's crazy is there's a little dot everywhere, even on Alaska.
Everywhere, yeah, it touches everywhere.
Wherever that little tiny ass island is down there, it's got a little
Hawaii?
baby red dot. Well, no, even the little tiny bitty one.
Oh yeah, right here, yeah.
That's why I say the bat shit is bullshit.
I know, dude. I know.
Fucking bat spread that goddamn shit over the fucking world.
Go down to that. Is this recent here? This reported cases and deaths thing.
This is last updated right now.
Okay, great. Go down. What do we got?
No, my bad. An hour ago. My bad.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, whoa. Okay, so 103,000 cases in New York. Fucking insane. Jesus Christ. So almost 3,000 deaths in New York. Yeah, like save the obesity shit, Jack. Like this is just getting fucking going. A
lot of them motherfuckers are stupid. Did y'all see the video? All them about 100 motherfucking young kids riding bikes through the street. The cops chasing them, trying to catch them and shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking doing what they're supposed to. Being jackasses, spreading this fucking shit all over the place.
Yeah, there you go. New York, New Jersey, Michigan, California, Massachusetts. That's surprising.
Yeah. So check this out. Y'all see China's only claiming 3,000 dead. Outbreak in Wuhan, a city 11 million, only 3,000 dead. No, they're not telling the truth.
It's fucking horse shit.
Right.
We all know that's true.
Man. It's no fucking way, dude.
So Raider says, is the government killing these people though? Like in the Philippines, you're talking about somewhere else, but like Ecuador and stuff. Apparently that's not true. Spoke with someone that lives in the Philippines currently, and they said that's bull. But I mean, obviously I'm not there either. So
again, that fucking Durante dude, the president of the Philippines, he is a wild boy. He was like flat kill drug dealers and shit like that. So I think that's why something like that was so easily believable. But again, you're right. That's one of those things where like, is that true? Or did somebody just fucking throw that out and we're just fucking running with it? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so fucking hard to tell.
So Andy says, look at Montana. People are fleeing here. Yeah, I've read a story where people are fleeing to rural areas, right? Now, if you can imagine a rural area like a city in Montana somewhere. Montana's not very, I don't know how it works exactly, but I know a lot of rural spots there. And, where you live, Jeremiah. Like if people move over, like leave big cities to go to rural areas, let's say they carry it with them. A lot of asymptomatic people, dude, they get people sick in those little towns. Fuck hell, dude. Yeah. Like you're talking about a little clinic getting overrun.
It takes 14 days before you could even get symptoms of it. So you don't fucking know.
I've heard that between 5 and 10 days. I don't even know anymore.
What a bunch of fucking pussies though. God damn, everybody just stand tall. Fucking
Stay at home, fool.
olds. Yeah, man. Like everybody
home and
right
chill.
where the fuck you're at. Like, we're not about to have refugees in the States, for Christ's sake, you bunch of
Right.
pussies. We all come running to Montana. Ooh, we're scared. Like, chill. Everybody fucking do what the fucking professionals are saying, and we're gonna get through this shit. And hell, I don't even give a fuck. Saying this some big ploy by the government to get money. Come get this money, fool. Let's stop it. I don't give a shit about none of that bullshit. Let's get back to the way things were. Tax,
Right.
like, fuck this nonsense. What do y'all want? Y'all want more control? Cool.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Like, let's go. Fuck.
Fucking Sean's like, Florida looked like a herpes penis. That's
Florida needs to wake the fuck up. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Florida.
Florida's fucking crazy. Trump didn't try herd immunity. Yeah, I heard. What's his name? Boris. Boris wants herd immunity or something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
God, these fucking people.
It's crazy. All right, we're at 1 hour and 10, so we're starting to run out here. They're stopping people at the Desert Center, Rice Road, Highway 40 from going back and forth between Arizona. Well, I mean, I don't, I get it. Shit, they just shut down they just shut down the Grand Canyon and shit. All right, so looking just at our states alone. So the first one we run into is Ohio.
God damn it.
3312 as far as cases go. It looks like 91 deaths total so far.
You just see that? I don't like that fucking shit at all.
I'm with you. North Carolina, 2,336 cases, 29 deaths. Arizona, almost 2,000. Jesus, I thought we were only at 1,200.
Yeah.
1,937, 41 dead.
You motherfuckers are right behind us.
Oh, I'm right. We're right there, dude. American Samoa not reporting shit.
They just dying.
Either they all die and they're like, fuck this, we're not telling y'all shit. American Samoa is, I don't know if you guys seen this. There's a couple documentaries out there of how that works there, how life works there, and it's like, what the fuck?
Well, it also could be possible that they're just so isolated. I mean, if you were,
true, no one goes there.
Yeah, like if you were actually one of the rare, I'm sure there are some places in Africa that just don't got it. Some very small, obscure villages that like, hey, ain't nobody been in or out of this bitch in decades, Jack. We good.
They don't even know what's going on.
For real.
It's pretty much daily hygiene habits that people should have already been practicing. Bunch of nasty fuckers, and that bitch Carol Baskin is why COVID keeps spreading. That's a new Baba Booey. It's Carol Baskins did it. Hang up. Yeah. That's a new thing. All right, y'all. I've already been throughout the whole show. I look at the latest headlines and stuff, nothing too crazy. Yeah.
Let's talk some MMA for a minute. Tony wanting to strip Khabib. Bullshit. Y'all think it's bullshit? Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. It's a damn worldwide pandemic going on. What the fuck?
It's bullshit.
It's Tony though. What do you expect?
Listen, should nobody get stripped of nothing. This shit about John Jones is still like it's chaos right now. Like as far as MMA goes, I don't know, dog. Like even Dana White still talking about trying to do this fight is just a little ridiculous to me. Like it's fucking over, boy. Like it's over for a few months. Everything is, man. Boxing, fucking basketball, football, baseball, anything that's supposed to happen in the next few months, and quite fucking possibly for the rest of this fucking year, is fucking tentatively canceled. I know that's a bummer, boys and girls, but that's just the fucking long and short of it, dog. We're looking at the end of the year at best. We always do this sort of thing, and not to get completely off of MMA that quick, but like, guesstimations again. When do we think? If you guys had to guess now, when do we go back to? And now I don't mean like they announced that you can do this or that, but I mean when do we go back to like things being quote unquote normal? And by normal, I mean international flights like normal. We can travel the borders again.
I'd go as far as to say fucking August.
Yeah, I was about to say August too. At the very earliest August.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think before international flights and the whole nine, I mean, maybe even just January, like possibly. Maybe. I mean, we could get back to having restaurants and shit like that. But like before we're allowed to have like full-on concerts and the whole fucking most of it, I mean, I really think like we might be like 2020 might be a wrap for shit like that. Disneyland and that kind of shit, man. I don't know if any of that's really opening. I mean, we might be talking about next year. Like this whole summer might be done for that shit. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have any of that this summer, which is very strange.
I'm gonna hit Dana White up because the only fight we want to see is Khabib Tony. We'll have that motherfucker in the Street Beef's cage.
And on this fucking point,
we ain't
Metal Detector Promotion says, real talk, can't they just have it on Epstein's Island? I mean, not using it.
Just hanging around.
Right.
No, but see, the problem with that is, though, dude, in all reality, and I know we got to get out of here soon. We got to go.
Yeah.
But it ain't. I don't want to see that fight like this now. It's because it's like if somebody will have an excuse, they've got a good excuse, like fuck, man. At this point we just gotta wait, man. I don't even. If they could do the fight, I wouldn't want to see it now under no weird circumstance where it's just them two in the building. It's not the same. We can't have that fight. We gotta just wait it out at this point, man. Fuck it. It's crazy, but like it is what it is.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna. Uncle Dana's running out of time. We're at April 3rd. We have 15 days. 15 days. He's got 15 days to.
Again, like, bro, just fucking like say it ain't happening. It's okay. We the fans understand, big dog. Like the whole fucking world.
Just turn off your mentions for a while.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
At this point, I'm like, fuck UFC 249. Spend some time with your fucking family. Don't put your family at risk. I mean, fuck it. Fight Pass, ESPN Plus. I'm good, man, for a little while. Anyway.
Sure. Goddamn absolutely right. I mean, fuck, man. As much as we all wanted to see that fight, literally, there are bigger fish to fry right now, man. Like, we have, again, man, I don't know. Maybe we are over dramatizing it. Maybe we're on the wrong end of what history was, but I feel like we're at fucking war.
Yeah.
Like it feels like we're at war with the thing right now, man. We all need to do our part as fucking, and not even as Americans on some Independence Day. Like we need to do our part as humans. Yeah. Like, cause everybody needs it. It does no good if we do this and China don't do it properly, or England doesn't do it properly, because then it can spread again when we open the borders up. Like we have fucking all got to get on the same type of time, and we will. I truly believe we will. But this is going to be a strange experience for us as a species.
You know what's funny? For sure. We've been on this shit since the beginning. We've been doing our research. We've been believing in this shit. We've been knowing that it's here. We've been taking it serious. I had a few people laugh because we're doing this show and not taking it serious. The funny thing is, I'm starting to see them come around with the fucking Clorox wipes and the hand sanitizer and shit. And I'm like, hey, it's not that serious. It's the fucking common cold, man. What are you doing?
Bro, I kid you not.
The flu.
When I especially like when I head to work and I head home from work, I have like a bleach wipe thing in my car. I wipe on the fucking steering wheel, everything. When I leave to work and then after work, I do it again, just in fucking case I'm not. Anyway, all right, Joe. Yeah, all right. Real quick before we go, just what are you guys doing after? What are you guys doing after this show, Jeremiah?
After this show, I'm gonna go play some 2K20 with my son.
There you go, Fred.
Probably the Eric Weinstein, the rest of that fucking the Rogan podcast. I'll finish that, but he's actually had some great. I think he had Fitzsimmons on too, Greg Fitzsimmons. So I'm gonna finish up some Rogan podcast, and then probably take my funny ass to bed. It's late over here for on the East Coast, 7:30.
Yeah, I'm gonna go finish up this episode of All the Smoke. Any NBA fans, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson have a podcast called All the Smoke, and it's fucking dope. It's been fucking good. And he just had a Chris Paul on. This is a release of Chris Paul one day. I got about halfway through it at work, and I'm just gonna finish it up while I'm playing Fortnite with my kid. So that's how it works. All right, shout out to everybody. I would love to mention all of you guys, but there's so many of you. There's a million comments, so appreciate you guys hanging out. Come back. I don't know when we'll do this again, but we'll let you guys know. We're on a roll at this point, so we can keep it going. And like we ain't got shit to do at this point. So
the show was jumping right here.
Yeah, there we go. All right, y'all. Shout out to everybody tuning in. We appreciate the fuck out of every single one of you. Stay safe, stay clean, stay healthy. Catch you guys later. Good night.
I'm out.
Good night, Wilshire.